Okay, what was that, Miguel?
Wait, what? What is it? It's like
What? What?
Dressing as Trump in the Hood, gone wrong.
gone violent.
Okay, are you guys ready to start here?
Unexpected turn.
Are you ready to start? Okay, so we're going to talk about classes.
Oh no.
Oh no. All right, so to write a class, we're going to say the word class. And then let's call this, do you want a class that's just going to contain like your monsters, or is it going to be, we're not dealing with inheritance yet. So we're not going to necessarily have like class game object and then class player and class monster. We'll just have like class game object. So what do you, how many monsters are you going to have?
3.
Okay, so let's just have like class monster then, to start off with. Does that sound okay? We can always modify this later. Okay? So we've got class monster. What? What's so funny? Does Joseph need to be in here too? Say hi.
Alright.
Okay. All right. So we're going to have variables. Remember, a class is just, they represent like real life things, so they're going to have both variables and actions attached to them. Okay? So what kind of information do you need to keep track of with your monsters? Okay, so their health.
Their health, how much each attack puts out.
Okay, is that going to always be the same amount, or is that going to be calculated
type.
It's different for each.
for each monster? So they're going to have a name, right?
Yeah. It's like there's 3 big,
Okay.
medium, and small, I guess.
Okay. So you're going to have 3 types of monsters. So of int health, string
They
name.
all have different amount of attacks too.
Okay. So we'll have, maybe even store that as an array, maybe? Like you can have an array with, in the first slot is attack for monster 1. And does monster 1 always have like 10 damage that it attacks with, or is it a range?
Yeah, they're always the same.
Always the
amount of
same?
damage.
Okay, so let's say something like int damage, and oops, tell me about the tell me about those damage amounts. Like how much does the first enemy create?
So the smallest one has 3 attacks.
Oh,
Name. But the only one with 1 attack is the big one. His name's Brian.
okay. All right. So, all right. So tell me about the little guy.
The little one, his name's Miguel. I don't know how to name attacks because that's hard. But
Okay. Are they going to do different things?
what do you mean?
Like, do they what? Okay. What are the different types of attacks they can have?
So Miguel has weak, medium, and strong attacks.
Okay. All right. You need to give them names. Like, what is his weak attack? Like spitball or what's his weak attack? Roast. Okay.
He likes to roast you. So.
Okay.
That should be the best attack, the heavy attack.
Okay. So we're gonna have function roast. Okay. I think so. Oh no, he's falling apart. Okay. Here we have this on the video.
You done to
Okay.
that poor
Oh
dinosaur.
no.
Wherever people use it.
Yeah. Okay. What's another? Okay, that's okay. So don't worry about it. All right. Tell me about. All right. So after, what's the medium attack?
Cold. We were not prepared for
What's
that.
something Miguel does?
All right. We're gonna pause this video really quick. All right, we're back, and they have decided on their excellent, their great, their great attacks. They've got roast, cringe, and backhand. I'm really excited about this. Okay, and you're probably, this is going to be a really iterative process. Like you're going to be coming back, like as you notice you need stuff, you need more stuff for the monster. You're going to put more stuff into this class as you go. Okay. All right, and then down below here, you're going to actually start writing your class definitions. So I'm going to start by copy-pasting these awesome-looking...
There's more than that.
Oh, well, okay.
I mean,
Well, I'm going to just start with this, and then you guys can...
there's 3 more attacks.
Okay, well, you can add... I'll do these for you, and then you can add more
Oh,
to
okay.
this. Okay, I'm not going to write your game for you. All right, so do you guys remember how to attach this to the class so it's a class function, not just like a regular function?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
I think you type the name of the class
Mhm.
and then double colon.
Yeah. Scope resolution operator. That's what that thing is called.
Hey, I remember that.
Yeah. Oh, and did we put this in the wrong order because it's mad?
No.
Hi. Here's Mr. Gallegos. Let's get him on film. Hi, Mr. Gallegos. What can we do for you? Okay. Do you need me to do that right now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're gonna pause again. This is the most awesome video ever. Okay, we're back, and we've noticed this horrible mistake Dr. Mo's made. You need to put the return type in front here. Okay. All right, here we go. So, so roast always has the same amount of damage.
Oh, it's working!
Yeah.
Okay.
Roast is the weakest.
Yay!
Okay. And roast is going to attack the player with a certain amount.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
1.
we're gonna have to have a conversation about pass by value and pass by reference. That's gonna be a cool conversation. Let's not do that right now in this video, though. And then what reduces the monster? Like the player can attack the monster, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So void. What do you want to call that function? Like the thing that hurts it?
They just call it damage.
Damage? Okay. Damage. Okay. So what damage is going to do,
Oh, I think I saw a man.
that's because it wasn't super mad, it's just this type of squiggle means that we just haven't defined it yet. It's like, don't try to run that, I don't know what that means. Okay, so void damage. Okay, is going to probably do something like this. You'll probably hand it some, because the player's damage is variable, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're probably going to need to hand it some sort of damage. Int amount. Let's go and change this so it doesn't get mad about that. And then we're just going to say health equals health minus amount. Easy peasy for that,
Yeah.
right? Okay, is this kind of ringing a bell at how classes work again?
Yeah.
Okay. And probably, I might go back and change these, so instead of void, like maybe it returns an integer, like it returns how much it damages. Does that make sense? Change
Yeah.
these voids to ints so it spits out how much it like just return 1, return 5, return 10.
Yeah.
And that way in the actual game code you could have, let's get a monster instantiated here. Let's actually go ahead and create a monster. So I'm going to say monster Miguel. Okay, and then we need an initialization function here. So I'm going to say void init monster. And all right, help other people. Init monster, we're probably going to say something like we're going to give him a health. H for health. What else do we need to give him? Let's just start. Yeah, let's just start with init monster. Okay, and just give him a health at the moment. So at the moment, the only thing that we initialize him with is health. We just are going to say health equals H. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to say Miguel dot init monster, and he's going to start with like 10. Okay, and then I might say something like later on in the game loop.
Actually, how much health is that? Or no, 25.
Well, you can change that yourself. You could say like Miguel dash damage, and you could damage him for like 5. And probably another function to put in here right away for testing purposes, like you're not going to use this actually in game, but I would just for testing purposes create like a void print info. And so at any given time you can print his health and his other stats and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm not really sure how much help you guys need with this. Is this kind of a good starting point, or do you guys need some more?
It's a good starting point.
Okay, you can take this and work with it for a little bit, and if you have further questions, you can just ask. And it's okay you didn't take notes on this because I'm just going to put this on YouTube now. You guys are going to be famous.
Bluetooth.
Bluetooth. Say.
Bluetooth.